When was the second one? 2008. That was the in between. Pans was the in between.
Yeah.
So I think if he would have kept. No, he did Hellboy. No, he did Blade 2. He did some others. He did a bunch of shit.
You gonna take it back?
I'm way back. Whoa. My timeline fucked. Blade 2 was kind of rad too. Blade 2 is the best of Blade's movies for sure.
Damn.
Was Mimic in English? I don't know.
Mimic was English. Mimic was that.
All right.
Was creepy as fuck too.
All right. Well, then this actually proves my point. So I think if he would have done Pans in English, I think it would have reached a way more broad audience. Like, just in general, right? Mm-hmm. It was in Spanish. The whole movie's in Spanish. Not knocking Spanish. Like, it is, a very, very widespread language. But, I mean, it's like, if he would have done it in English, I think the U.S. gross of it would have been crazy compared to what it probably was.
Yeah.
And also, it was just, but I don't think this is kind of like, it kind of contradicts itself, because I don't think it would have been as good or as intense or as in just, like pure fucking on its own, solo, if it was in English. I think some fucking English speaking actor would have probably butchered this thing. I really think that. Like, I think if you would have thrown anybody in it, it wouldn't have been as much passion as it was in Spanish.
Fair enough.
But anyway. So,
speaking of pushing
and passions and P words, okay?
Oh,
yeah. So, yeah, whatever. So, we want to talk about a couple of... We're going to switch the gears, all right? So, we went from straight underrated to straight ridiculous. And not underrated. Pure talent. Okay? We're going to talk about specifically a couple dudes, but we're going to talk about some skateboarding. So, the Barracks, if you don't know, go to thebarracks.com. Probably the most viewed website for skateboarding, I think. And anyway, go there and watch these Push Project video parts. Okay? Mm-hmm. Fuck that video, by the way. Anyway, not the Push Project. This video that Drew just showed on his phone. Anyway, big ups to the Barracks. They're doing this project with a bunch of different people. Red, I think, is on there. Western Digital is sponsoring it, I think.
Mountain Dew?
Maybe. I don't know. Some other folks. But anyway, we're talking about Push, and how gnarly it is. Like, these dudes filmed this part in like less than a year.
Yeah.
So it's a skateboard video. The dude's in it. A dude's in a skateboard video normally get a couple years to film a video part. Video part is probably a milestone in a skateboarder's career. Mm-hmm. So it's like literally you can put a skateboarder's career in a timeline according to their video parts, I think. Some dudes end on a high note. Heath Kirchart. Ended on top. Dude's a beast. But then you got these young cats, right? Specifically, people like Trevor Colton, right? Mm-hmm. Straight out of like Virginia Beach. Mm-hmm. Coming here. I don't even think dude finished high school. Just straight up, I'm killing right now. Killing. Okay? And the dude said, I mean, dude's on Nike. The dude is on Skate Mental. The dude's on all this other shit, But he's like, yeah, I think I'll just do two full parts. Not a part featuring somebody. 2 full parts. Because Nike is coming out with their Chronicles 3 video in December. So these video parts come out a month between each other. Mm-hmm. Or, yeah, month after the first push, alright? And, I just think it's crazy. Like, how do you even make yourself beat yourself up that hard. Like you gotta have just pure fucking drive, talent. You gotta film every day.
Yeah.
You gotta do this. You gotta go to this spot. You gotta get this trick. You gotta have shit in mind to do. Because sometimes you're at somewhere and you're like, man, I have no idea what I can do on this. You know, you have to have something in mind, especially in LA, because you get kicked out pretty fucking quick.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I would say about that is that nowadays skaters, like the younger skaters now, are so consistent. Like, everybody's so fucking consistent. Like, people are fucking killing themselves trying to do all these tricks, these parts, like, for a long time. Like, videos, like, you can imagine, like, if you've seen a skate video versus a contest, like, those tricks that you're seeing took hours to do. You know, some of them, like, the bangers took a long fucking time.
Multiple trips to the spot, you know.
And then, like, in a contest, you see them do it, it's great, it's whatever, they do it real quick right there. But, like, nowadays, like, people like Nyjah can just do banging ass shit first try. And, like, the fact that Trevor Colton can do 2 videos is just kind of like how that is how, like, skateboarding
how
is because, like, people are now, like, Instagram, that's, like, the biggest thing for skateboarders right now, because they're getting to put out their tricks immediately, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, they're just, like, throwing them out there, like, whatever, like, day one's is fucking sick. I don't give a shit. You got me on Day One's Instagram.
Day One's Instagram is so
You got me on Day One's
ridiculous.
Instagram, and I'm just like, every time I see his Instagrams, I'm just like,
jaw drop. Like, dude, why? What did you just do? Why you skate? What are you skating? Where are you at?
What? Yeah, it leaves.
Who skates with you? No one.
No one. No one can skate with him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude,
you can't do what Day One does. I don't care.
What are you doing? How many times do you fall on that trick? Probably none. You know. But I've seen his fall compilation. It's kind of funny. It's really funny. But anyway, like he had like a.
Well, he don't do big shit, so it's funny.
No, I mean, like,
it's pretty funny.
And I don't think he's that tall, so he just kind of like falls over. You know. But anyway, it's kind of funny, dude. But anyway, we just wanted to talk about that for a second. Like, it's just impressive, you know, that people are doing this these days, like putting out multiple parts, putting themselves through that, and like trying, like, even if they get hurt, they're still just they're doing their thing. And I mean, you know, watch for this thing on iTunes and all those other stores, because that's gonna come out. And I mean, the Barracks always does good shit, so
yeah,
you know.
Push. What you're talking about?
The Push project, yes. There's all the other parts are really good in it too, but like, we just wanted to focus. We just wanted to highlight that. I mean, like, that. I think that deserves attention. Like, you're putting out 2 full parts. Like, they're full parts. They have a whole song. You know.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, we could talk about like other people that put out like multiple song parts, and like Mark Johnson, you know.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. It was funny as like all right, talk about it. You know what's funny is like the push parts. I know like Gary Rogers from Skate Line picked on one of the skaters, because they have these like the final clips, the final videos at the end of their push parts. They actually have like their 3-minute part, but before that they have the interviews and them talking to their friends and family and all this stuff. But I kind of like that shit. Like, I want to know, like, when I'm a fan of someone, I want to know, you know, what they're into, and like, you know, where they were before and after they became who they are. So like, that's what I really appreciated about the push parts, is that like there was no secrets behind like what the hell you know, was going on in their lives. Like, they just fucking started talking about where they were from, what they did, and how they got into the skateboarding. And then at the end of it all, at the end of the series, there was like 5 or 6 episodes for each skater. And then at the end of it all, they had their part that they filmed for the thing, and everybody went in real hard. And like Pat was saying, it's kind of crazy how it all happened within the year. Like, I know I saw Ben Rayburn's part, and he was talking about how, like, now that he's done with this, like, this is the last episode for him, he can't stop filming skateboarding. Like, he wants to film another part every single, time he goes to the skates. It's like, on to the next part, on to the next thing, and that's what's, impressive about skateboarding. Like, we don't learn, as a skateboarder, you learn to not accept failure. That's like the big thing. You always want to push for the best, like, land your trick. Like, it doesn't matter if you fall down.
It doesn't matter how long you try it.
You get up and you fucking do it again. You do it again until you land it and get it perfect in the way you want to. So
yeah. So, I mean, I guess closing this particular topic, we just wanted to shed light on the skateboarding community, as we'd like to feel like we're a part of that. Like, I think everybody is that skateboards for real. But yeah, shed light on that. I mean, when these come out, they're going to come out November and December, supposedly. Don't know the days or any of that, but keep checking iTunes. There's going to be the Push Project, and also Nike's Chronicles 3. So Chronicles 3 I'm especially excited about. You got Trevor Colden, you got some Brian Anderson, you got some Costin in there.
Oh
yeah, got some Costin in there. A bunch of other dudes, a bunch of other Nike dudes, and I mean majority filmed by Jason Hernandez, which we can tell that story later. But I mean, Jason, I kind of I feel bad if Jason ever listens to this ever. I feel bad for I invited him to show off he has a side company called Easy Handle, and with his dad and his mom or whatever, and I asked him when I was working at a show if he could come by and show some of the producers, and maybe they could like invest in this for later seasons of the show and stuff like that. And he got there, and it was a day that it was like a rush day, and only one person could come in and see it. It was like our equipment manager. I felt so bad that I invited this guy, got him a drive on to the CBS lot at the time, which he Instagrammed. I had a parking tag for him and stuff, and he Instagrammed that shit. So, but it was kind of cool. But I felt so bad that he didn't get to show off his product as much as I would have liked, because that was the intention. It wasn't like some weird shit like, hey dude, I just want to meet you or something like that. It was just like, I think this could be useful, and I think people should know about it. I think that was the main thing, and it just didn't come across that way at the time. But anyway, we have tons of other shit about skateboarding we can always talk about, but you guys check out those videos. They're going to be on iTunes. They'll be on probably all those other stores, digital stores. If you can, if they come out, I don't know if they're coming out. Nike probably is. Buy your local skate shop. Support those dudes. Like, there's not that many of them. To be honest, support the local ones. Get out there, do your thing. Like, hang out with these people, kick it. Like, fucking go download all the shit. Like, all the shit. Get all the back catalog of all these dudes. They're awesome. Yeah. All right, so we need to do the last two
real quick.
Well, we're gonna go another like probably 20. Okay, so
an hour and a half on this day.
Yeah, we're gonna 1.5. That 90-minute show.
Damn. Pat just turned into somebody else.
Brad Holland, though. Anyway, get at me, Brad. Anyway, we were gonna talk about, it's getting really fucking close, dude. 9 days. No, 8 days. 8 days, right?
I don't know. When's
8
this
days
coming
from
out?
today. Well, today is October 23rd. Okay.
This might come out.
This is gonna probably come out a week or two from now. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll get on time eventually. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So,
We'll handle that.
that's fine. Anyway, so we want to get on the topic of weirdest Halloween moments.
I got a good one.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's getting close.
Mm-hmm.
And stick around after this because we're going to do a 4.5. Oh, man. We might not look the same either.
Bonus beer.
Bonus beers!
My
Speaking of bonus
weirdest...
beer, I got to do this one.
No, where you at, bro? Hurry up. Okay. Weirdest Halloween moment.
Quick though, because we gotta talk about this next one in a second.
Sure, I got you. It was Halloween probably 4 or 5 years ago. I was hanging out with this dude, a friend of mine. We decided I went to this party first, right?
Okay.
And
So you're at a party
in Memphis. I'm at a party in Memphis.
Okay. So older.
And I really, at this point, I didn't really give a shit about dressing up too much or whatever. I just want to go and drink and whatever.
You was on going to college.
So basically, I just dressed as me in a wig. That's what I did. Just wore a wig just so I could be like the guy, whatever.
Yeah.
So then I was at this party, and it was kind of lame, cool, or whatever. I don't know. It was whatever. I was drinking, whatever. So I invited my friend. My friend said he was going to P&H, Poor and Hungry, so a bar in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, come pick me up. We're going to go there. So as I was leaving, side note to the story, a dude that I know started fucking little Bo Peep in the ass behind the house. Little Bo Peep in the ass.
He was
specifically
fucking a girl in a little Bo Peep outfit.
As Little Bo Peep, yes.
In the pooper.
In the ass.
Little
yes.
Bo Poop.
Yes. Very much.
Little Bo Poop.
That is
okay.
exactly what was
literally pooped on the dick.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. And
anyway.
gave him genital warts.
Nice.
But
win.
But that's not my story. That's not my crazy story.
From the ass.
That's just a side note. It's just a side note.
Oh, okay.
So my boy picks me up.
That dude is wild though. I know who you're talking about.
You know
I know who you're talking about.